without further ado, I want to introduce you to the filmmakers, Melissa James and Kate Kroll, and they'll be back later for a Q&A as well. So here they are.
Hello, and thanks to everyone for coming. It seems so crazy that you're all here to see our movie. Wow. As a lot of you might know, it did start off as a really small project, and because of everyone's desire to see it grow, and so many people in the community, and all the bands, and all the promoters, and all the people who really cared about this subject, now it's in DOXA, and here it is. So we're nervous, but we're really, really happy that you could all come out and that you all kind of contributed to making this film. So we want to thank a few people.
Yeah, definitely we want to thank Lynn Booth and Make Believe Media, because without her, this film wouldn't be really possible. She saw two young female filmmakers trying to make this film, and she just loved the passion and loved what we were doing. And Make Believe Media came on board and really helped get this film made. So we can't thank you enough. And Louis Lam, our editor, who spent countless hours in the editing room, locked up in a little room with no windows. With us. With us at his ear, both sides. So thanks, Louis. Oh my God, the animation team and
John, our DOP, and also all the bands whose music features in the film and performances feature in the film, and of course Wendy 13. Woo! Justin can't be here, our camera guys. And also Councillor Heather Deal, who's come tonight, and we're really proud to have her here. Thanks for coming. Enjoy.
So come on down after if you want to talk further with us, and there's drink specials.
Yeah, so if there's any questions, or if anyone wants to talk to us, or go for it.
How long did you do it over? Like how many months, or was it a year, or?
Probably about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, so, well, a year and a half of shooting. And then about 7 months, 6 to 7 months in the editing.
Editing, because I'm sure you had some good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
lot
stuff.
To sift
there's hundreds
through, yeah.
of hours of it, yeah.
No, bravo, it's very good.
Come on, people.
I've never seen these people this quiet before. I just really don't.
You should put out a soundtrack.
Yeah, we want to put a vinyl out, we think, with some, like, all, the bands who were in the film. So we're looking into doing that.
Do any of the proceeds go towards getting a venue open for us?
Well, we will be at the...
well, come on, you guys all had to give some money. Yeah?
Wendy's doing a show, so that's the 19th of June. So if you do want to help hardcore find a home, then that's the place to do it. So it's going to be a good show.
Rickshaw.
Yeah, the Rickshaw. Wendy here?
New venue's called Hellhole.
So yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Alcoholic White Trash, who you saw in the film, they'll be playing there.
I'm just curious about how you came up with the idea or the concept of it.
Well, about from living here.
Well, like at what point were you like, this would make a really cool documentary?
Well, it started as a smaller project, just about, I guess, creative ways people go around starting a music venue because it's so difficult. So kind of the smaller spaces or the illegitimate spaces, if you like the sweatshop, the emergency room. And then as we started filming, they all started closing down. So that's when, alarms started to go off and the story became, more intense and a bigger story to be told, I guess. So, yeah, and then when the Cobalt started getting noise complaints, I mean, that was felt by, the community and by everyone, and we're happy that that we were there to follow it all, and to show what happens when a place is taken away.
How about the address of the guy on the roof that got the Cobalt shut down? I'm just curious about
That's why we didn't put his last name in the film.
Yeah, good thinking.
He's not such a bad guy. Yeah, no, we haven't, but we have.
Did you invite him?
No. We just don't know if he's ready for this. We wanted him to be alive.
Yeah.
He's wasn't as bad. I mean, he said a lot of stuff, but he's also, I mean, he liked music too. He was a music fan, but I mean, that's kind of the dichotomy that you've got of like living in an urban place. I mean,
Did it annoy you at all that he wasn't from Vancouver?
He annoyed me. I almost pushed him all through.
I love how you perched him right on the back there. That was very
You're
awesome.
too close to the edge of this condo. But,
Pretty good, Andy.
yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Do you think it's an ebb and flow thing, like in terms of, because I mean, the music that I started, you know, when I started going out to venues was in the 90s, and there's quite a few places then, like the Cool Elephant and the, you know, there's still the Starfish and things like that. And I'm just wondering if you think that it has, like, what the primary solutions are. Is it moving further out of the center? Is it, you know, a matter of, you know, I don't know, did you come up with some solutions that you saw after interviewing some people? Or?
Well, I think, I mean, one of the solutions, and it sounds really basic, is just people have to understand if you live in a city, there's going to be noise. There's going to be things that bother you, there's going to be things that disturb you, and it's as basic as you've got to expect the noise when you move in next to a place like the Cobalt. The problem is in a city like Vancouver, like it's so expensive to live here, and some of the less desirable areas, you know, are becoming gentrified or people are moving into them, and then you've got this kind of battle over the space. I'm not, you know, I didn't study urban planning, and I mean, I don't have an answer for it, but I guess awareness of, you know, just realizing that it isn't just a nuisance or a noise next to you, it's a community of underground rats that just want to hang out. And, you know, but it's people. So I think maybe the film can bring awareness to the fact that we're all different, we're all diverse, but we have to find ways of living together, you know, as happy and as, you know, unrealistic as that sounds. Like, what other solutions are there? I mean, yeah.
What's next for you guys in the film? Like, has it been picked up by any other festivals?
Yeah, a few. It's going to screen in LA and in Calgary, so we're really stoked about that. We've had some interest in Montreal as well. You'd be surprised how many, I mean, it's a very Vancouver-centric film, obviously, but it has struck a chord with people all over the place. I did an interview this morning with Radio Canada, and they said that someone in Malaysia was like, yeah, there's no venues here either, and like his friend, like, and people, you know, it's something that's starting to happen in a lot of different places, or it's already happened, like in New York, that it already kind of went through this, and I think that people can relate to it, and we're maybe an extreme example of something that could start happening more frequently, so people are like, okay, let's show everyone this, you know, stop our city from becoming no.
Yeah. I was just wondering, did you guys try to talk to the city or the people there as to why the violence and licenses are so hard to get?
That's a long conversation.
Yeah.
If you do want to find out more information, I mean, we did. And what happens is you stop telling the tale of the people in our film and us and our community, and you start going on this long journey of, you know, very boring bureaucracy. And that wasn't really what we wanted to offer. Heather's here.
Happy to talk to people or answer questions.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe if you do want to come up and talk about, there is a regulatory review that's been happening that is supposed to happen, I think, throughout this year, and a group of people involved in the arts have been looking at all the different problems and all the solutions, and City Council is like looking to address those and will be giving us answers, I guess, next year. For us, we're just happy that this film could come out now, so that it raises awareness as to, you know, why it's important and the communities behind this. If anyone wants to ask Heather questions or Wendy questions or, you know, Malice questions, they're all here. They have better answers than we do.